Hi, and welcome to Build, Deliver, and Visualize Your Kubernetes app. My name is Jenn Gile. I'm a product marketer with NGINX, and I focus here on microservices and our Kubernetes solutions. And here with me to do this demo is Amir Rawdat. Would you please give an intro, Amir?
Hello, everyone. My name is Amir. I do technical marketing for NGINX Microservices, and I'm excited to be here.
Okay, so if you've been following along throughout Sprint with the NGINX app modernization journey, at this stage, although you're new to Kubernetes, you're probably already using NGINX to deliver and secure your apps and APIs. So we're going to show you how NGINX Unit can help you build more complex apps, and then NGINX Ingress Controller can let you deliver and visualize their performance. So in our scenario of the digital-only bank, it's time for them to move from monolithic to microservices. The challenge that we often see when organizations are making this move, the reason that they're deciding to make it is they want more frequent app releases. They need to be getting features out faster, delivering new experiences faster, so that they can keep ahead of the competition and keep their customers happy, get new customers. Often there's also a problem. Innovating and maintaining a monolithic app can get really difficult. The bigger it gets, the more complex. And downtime can get, unfortunately, pretty common. And the other challenge being that developer teams with that company, they're used to developing monolithic apps and they're new to Kubernetes. And they might be a bit worried about learning the new technologies that come along with Kubernetes, never mind delivering and developing microservices apps. So what's the solution? Our digital-only bank is going to choose tools that will grow with their microservices architecture. So they'll help from those early days of just playing around and testing all the way to enterprise-grade production. They're going to be looking for something to help them increase uptime. And so a big part of that is real-time monitoring and historical data that can show you trends, spikes, et cetera, so you can be ready for problems. And then a tool or tools that makes microservices app development easy. And of course, enter NGINX. Okay, so the first product that we're going to be talking about and demoing today is NGINX Unit. It's an all-in-one open source tool that's an app server, web server, and reverse proxy. Amir, can you tell the viewers a bit more about Unit?
Sure. So NGINX Unit is a very powerful tool to help you build Kubernetes apps. It can run many different applications, including Python, Go, PHP, Java, you name it. And also, it's also a web server, so it can deliver your static files, including JPEG files, JavaScript files, so that you can run your front-end AJAX script, so they can communicate to your back-end applications. So it has a lot of consolidatory features, so you don't need to look for other different technologies to build applications. And as a result of this, you can build them much faster.
Okay, so that's component one. Looking at component two, we have NGINX Ingress Controller, which is available both based on NGINX open source and NGINX Plus. And this is going to be your ingress, egress, or north-south, whichever you prefer terminology-wise, Kubernetes traffic management. It's user-friendly, it's lightweight, it's powerful. Amir, again, tell the viewers a bit about what they can expect from NGINX Ingress Controller.
Right. So the NGINX Ingress Controller is really, really important. One thing that it provides is giving you the ability to make your backend applications publicly accessible so that anybody from around the world can connect to your applications. Second, you could use it to monitor your backend applications or in real time, or you can export them to other third-party providers if you wish to do so. And finally, it is important for on-demand scaling. Say if you want to scale up or down your backend application pods and you want these changes to be applied to your Ingress controller as fast as possible with zero downtime. That's something that you would want to have with the Ingress controller. And finally, last but not least, it provides advanced traffic management solutions. So you can incorporate, blue-green deployments, traffic splitting, and A/B testing, so that you can make those frequent updates, as Jen was talking about earlier, as smooth and as quickly as possible without the end users noticing any lags or any downtime.
Okay, so let's get into the demo. It's going to be a 4-part demo. The first part being centered around building apps with NGINX Unit, and the second part around NGINX Ingress Controller. So Amir, I'll hand it over to you to give an overview.
Sure. So I'm going to give an overview of a very simple broken down application where we have two microservices. One is the unit server and one is a MySQL database that holds the data. And my unit application is running Go applications in the backend, and it's returning static files such as JPEG and JavaScript. And we're going to demo how you can build new applications in different languages and add them into different subsections of your backend application. And then we're going to show you how you can use the NGINX Plus Ingress Controller to monitor your unit application in real time, and as an alternative, export those metrics to Prometheus and Grafana. Are you ready for the demo?
Okay, let's see it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So I have a Kubernetes environment running in GKE, and I have my unit deployment and a MySQL database deployment running in the default namespace, and here they are right here. Additionally, I have the NGINX Plus Ingress Controller running and a external or a service of type load balancer with an external IP, which will be used as the entry point to my NGINX Plus Ingress Controller. So now I'm going to actually go into my unit app server container. And what we're going to do is we're going to look at the current policy of this unit app server. And to do this, you can simply just send an API command to the control socket of unit. So again, we are using the control socket of unit and sending it to the appropriate URL. And if I just click enter, I can see the current JSON config of my unit application server. And as you can see, it's running many Go applications in the backend. And in addition, it's serving static files such as JavaScript files, JPEG files, and etc. So it's both acting as a web server and an application server at the same time. So to actually see this in action, we're going to actually connect to my backend unit server in the browser. And here it is. So I'm connecting to my Ingress controller. And this host name resolves to the external IP address of my service type load balancer. So if we go to the main site, here it is. And the Go applications are running in the backend, and it's connecting. Some of them are connecting to database. Some of them are rendering new pages. Some of the functions are actually returning the actual JPEG images, so you can see them in the browser. And of course, some of them are actually posting data to the MySQL database should I want to post a new post a new blog or create a new profile and actually connect to that database should I want to actually see it once I click on the actual blog. So let's say I want to actually add a new Python application to this unit server. So the way to do that is very, very simple. All the developer needs to do is write a new Python application. And this Python application would be in this directory, in my example. And this Python application will generate a PDF. There it is. So the developer would write this simple Python application and then save it in that directory. Now, all I would need to do is send an API call to unit to tell it to run that Python application. And to do this, all you need to do is run this command here, and I'll explain what this command does. So we are posting a new JSON policy to my unit socket, and that update will include a policy that will run the new Python application. And it's going to run for /py. So if we go here, /py, we can see right now that it returns an error 404 because unit does not recognize that specific layer 7 route. So, but if we actually run this curl command, we get a reconfiguration done from unit. And if I go back to my app here, let's see here, and then /py, you can see that we're running the Python application, and it's giving me a response saying that the PDF file has been successfully generated. And to actually demonstrate that or to prove that it's generated, we can go to this directory inside PDFs, and it generated the docpy.pdf. Now, since Unit is a web server, also we can actually set another policy to Unit to actually return the PDF to my local machine. And to do this, I just simply go to my browser and I put docpy.pdf. And here's the PDF that the Python script generated. So in summary, we added a new application in a different language, and all we needed to do is make sure the source code was present in the directory of your choice, and send a curl command to unit so that it could run that Python application. So now that we have our new polyglot app server, we're going to see how you can monitor and visualize that backend application. And to do this, we're going to do a port forward on our NGINX Plus Ingress Controller to visualize our real-time dashboard. And to do this, we just go here, we go to port 8080. There you go. This should be an O there. There you go. And so here is my NGINX Plus dashboard. And as you can see, if we go to, sorry, I'm going to have to enlarge this a little bit. If we go to HTTP upstreams, we could see my unit application server here running. And as you can see, as I step through my unit app, we can see the requests going up in real time. As I step through my app and my blogs and my console, we can see the requests going up in real time. See? Additionally, say my unit application is getting overloaded with requests, I can dynamically or horizontally scale that unit deployment to, say, replica 3. So now I just scaled my deployment to 3, and the NGINX Ingress Controller will dynamically reconfigure itself to address those changes. And as you can see now, the Ingress Controller will load balance my incoming requests to the pod replicas. Okay, so the next thing is I want to demo how you can actually export those metrics to third-party services like Prometheus and Grafana, should you not have access to the NGINX Plus dashboard. And to do this, we're going to do a port forward on Prometheus and Grafana. And so Prometheus is port 9090, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's go to Prometheus. Sure. There we go. And we'll go to our targets. And you should be able to see the NGINX Plus Ingress Controller as a target in Prometheus. And here it is. Now, if I actually want to visualize these metrics, I would need to use Grafana. So let's go ahead and connect to Grafana. That's not 3000. There you go. And here it is. Welcome to Grafana. We can simply just add a panel and add the NGINX Plus Ingress Controller. Because I'm adding a Prometheus target, I can see the NGINX Ingress Controller metrics at my disposal. So let's go ahead and use a common metric, say server requests to my upstream, and give it a title, say request, and actually apply it. I can actually visualize all of the requests going to my unit upstream. So that brings us to the end of the demo. In summary, we stepped through how you can easily build Kubernetes apps with multiple different languages, and it's all API driven, thanks to the power of Unit. And then we stepped through how you can visualize and expose your Unit app to external services using either the NGINX Plus dashboard for real-time monitoring or exporting those metrics to Prometheus and Grafana. Thank you.
That was great, Amir. Thanks for that demo.
No problem.
All right, everyone, thanks for watching. If you're interested in microservices and Kubernetes, we do have 4 more sessions to check out. Up next, we'll be doing master microservices with end-to-end encryption. You'll see NGINX Service Mesh there. And then on the 3rd day of Sprint, tomorrow, we have 2 training sessions and a workshop. The training sessions are on Kubernetes Ingress 101 and Service Mesh. And then the workshop will give you hands-on with NGINX Ingress Controller for Kubernetes. So we hope to see you later and tomorrow. Thanks.
Bye.